Well, Mikel Merino to Arsenal signing signals have gone ahead to be said in the following mode altogether, because things look like are really moving in thick and fast. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, and never to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And let's see close to 300 likes much in this video as we wait in for you guys to continue subscribing, because we want to hit 30,000 subscribers before the end of this month. And in these 2 weeks, let's see a very huge movement into the mix. The Muslims thank Allah for the gift of life. The Christians, we thank God for the gift of life. Kadioglu is in the mix. We're going to be talking about him. If time allows, we are also going to be having a huge talk about a player called what's his name, called Gretzka in there for you, as he has been left out. You're powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in phones, laptops that are really brand new. And if at all you want used phones and laptops from UK, you can as well call them on +256 70 99 88 665. That is Mono Gadgets for you, and that is the most important part of it all. And I tell you what, nothing is really gonna be left untampered in this era of Rokani media football. So let's obviously start it off with the story that was really told us yesterday by Mata Gonzalo, who works for DMQ Real Sociedad, meaning that he is really a correspondent for Real Sociedad and is getting this news from the source, and looks like he's acting as a fly on the wall. We've gotten in a story that reads, everything points towards Merino not being called up for Real Sociedad's opening game versus Rayo this Sunday. Arsenal still 10 million euros short of valuation, but talks continue, and if all goes well smooth, a deal will be done before Real Sociedad face Rayo. So Sunday looks like it's one of those days that everyone is being looked at, and they're saying that having gone ahead obviously get him out of the squad of Arsenal, of Real Sociedad, as they played their last pre-season game and Zubimendi was involved. It might obviously be the same case, not involve him into the game of Rayo they're going to be playing on Sunday, and that is written all over the world, because there is no reason as to why you coming through and obviously getting a player like you coming through and really getting a player like Merino into a game. What if he gets injured and you lose out onto your money? And remember, he refused to obviously renew his contract. A new contract was given to him and he said no to it. That's what Arsenal, that's what Real Sociedad are really having as a problem. And I think there is no way they are going to risk him, because you risk him, he gets an injury, he's out. That means you've gone ahead to give him to Arsenal on a free. That is it. You've gone ahead to give him to Arsenal on a free. So what Arsenal doesn't want to do, what Arsenal doesn't want to do is simple, to gift this player to the side of, what Real Sociedad doesn't want to do, to gift this player to Arsenal on a free. And all what they're doing is simple, they want to get in the best of the best in class and see the negotiations move on in the right direction, and see everything really move on into the right direction possible. So that's what Real Sociedad is really having as its plan prior to their game on Sunday, and that all shows you that those are signals of a player those are signals of a player going to leave the club and is willing to obviously join the club of Arsenal. So what other signal do you want? That he's not expected to be in the squad of Real Sociedad that is going to be taking part into the beautiful game of football that is going to be playing on Sunday. The La Liga went ahead obviously open up yesterday, and teams went ahead to play yesterday, and Real Sociedad is playing on Sunday. So we are waiting to see how things really pan out into the mix. And after that, story coming through from Real Sociedad. Then Fabrizio Romano had something to say about Mikel Merino today. He said Arsenal and Real Sociedad in contact again this weekend to get Mikel Merino deal done. Negotiations at final stages after Arsenal advanced more than 2 weeks ago. Fee almost agreed while working on deal structure and payment terms. All parties remain optimistic. And when you look at this story that is coming in from Sociedad, that we first going to obviously talk about, and you add it onto this one of Fabrizio Romano, it really shows you that this weekend might be the moment that very many Arsenal fans have been waiting for Mikel Merino to sign for the club of Arsenal. Because when you look at Arsenal and Real Sociedad to make contact again this weekend, meaning that this weekend looks like it's going to be the last contact to obviously get everything done and dusted. And Fabrizio tells us that the negotiations are at final stages after Arsenal advanced more than 2 weeks ago. The fee is almost agreed. So these Dragons, I think I've gone ahead obviously be found a solution for, and Arsenal want to put in the best shift together to see to it that they obviously get in a very good plan to get in Mikel Merino. With Arsenal starting off their season tomorrow, as they play against a side called Wolverhampton Wanderers at Emirates, Arsenal has found themselves in a position of really putting in a shift that is really well required for, and they want to obviously strengthen their midfield, and a lot is really going to be going into their favor for Mikel Merino, because if Mikel Merino was having a 2-year deal with Real Sociedad, he wouldn't have gone in for just like 25 to 30 million euros. You understand? He would have gone ahead to go in for more, but Arsenal getting him at that price is really something important to note. And Fabrizio Romano is like, the deal is in its final stages, and you saw to it that he retweeted. There is something retweeted and pinned onto his X account, and that shows you that something huge is really coming on the way. So let's wait and see how the deal of Mikel Merino really transpires. But Arsenal are really pushing hard to get everything done and dusted this weekend. And let's wait and see whether Here We Go will come in through on Saturday, as Arsenal obviously gets close to really playing part into the season of signing Mikel Merino at the club of Arsenal. So that is it for Mikel Merino, and let's obviously get into Fadi Kadioglu. Fadi Kadioglu was linked to Arsenal. Rumors were that Arsenal had gone ahead to obviously put a bid in, but all those rumors have gone to the mud, because we have a story right now from Fabrizio Romano that was reported yesterday via David Austin. Understand, Brighton advancing in talks to sign Fadi Kadioglu, as the player has agreed personal terms. Negotiations underway with Fenerbahce to get deal done. Brighton also confident of getting a Rata deal done after triggering £40 million clause, as David Austin reported. So personal terms have already gone ahead to be approved or agreed, and the player is really going to the side of Arsenal and the side of Brighton. To show you how important this update is, no one talked about the £40 million release clause. Most of them were like, the side wants 35 million euros, that's what is wanted. And now the guy even had a release clause of £40 million, meaning that to take him, you have to release it, and Brighton is really working on it to obviously trigger it and get in the player. Then Fabrizio said, Fadi Kadioglu, long-term deal at Brighton is ready and agreed in details. The player has confirmed to Fenerbahce personal terms are in place with Brighton. He wants to play in the Premier League, and the two clubs are in talks to agree on a transfer fee. So the player wants to play in the Premier League, and the two clubs are yet to agree onto a transfer fee. So Fadi Kadioglu is one of those players that we all know that is a right-footed player. He can play as a right back, he can play as a left back, and you saw him at the Euros playing as a left back in most times. But he's what we call a press-resistant player, and he is a man that really plays these modern calls. So He's one of those players that really plays as a modern right back, and you will enjoy him or left back. And he puts in a very beautiful shift altogether. And no one is really gonna really not want him to be played at team. To show you how great he is, teams like Bayern Leverkusen had gone ahead, obviously put in a very good effort to sign the player. You understand? And now he is really trying to move on away from that side of Leverkusen, and he's really going to go to Brighton. But he was linked to Manchester United and very many other big teams, meaning that he has a lot to do with this. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name, and don't forget to obviously subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Mikel Merino signing for Arsenal Signals. Have gone ahead, obviously be shown. And what do you make about Freddie Kadioglu signing for the side of Brighton, as personal terms have gone ahead obviously be agreed into the mix? So I call upon for your reactions. I've gone ahead to record this video when I'm watching the game of Manchester United, still 0-0, but no goal is going to be scored, but we wait to see how United will obviously future into this game of football. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets, and they're dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops. They also deal in used phones and used laptops. Call them on +256 70 99 88 665, and then after, the rest will be history. You can as well WhatsApp them and follow them on TikTok at Mono Gadgets, and they'll obviously offer you the best of service that you guys have been missing. Also continue to subscribe, because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month, and we can really make it possible because we have seen this channel grow from 0 subscribers to almost 19,000 subscribers that we do really have right about now. Guys, 5-finger salute. I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna be streaming live a little bit. And thank you guys for doing the best of the best. And we out. Bye-bye.